Cardinal Reed here, using my other account. What am I saying? Not other account, but other recording software, so I don't have webcam this time, but I'm going to show you the top 5 secret bases. First one, coming in at number 5, is the painting base, which is fairly simple. It's just a door and a painting, just like that. So it'll be on a wall in your house, basically, and then you just take 2 blocks out and put the door there. And then, as you can see, you want the door open so you can pass through from the outside, just like that. And once you're inside, you can close the door so no one else can follow you. But you're going to want to leave the door open when you go out because, as you can see here, the door's closed. And in order to open the door, I'm going to have to destroy the painting. So that's a basic painting base. Some pros and cons. For this painting base, no one's really going to be searching through your house for paintings to jump onto. I mean, that would be kind of stupid, right? So that it kind of hides it. Really not much pros though, because somebody could accidentally just break the painting. You know, it's pretty simple to break, and it's also a widely known trick. So people are, if it's like a factions base or something, people are gonna probably find it. So this is just a very beginner's base. If you don't want something big and complicated. To number 4 is the simple tree base. It's very simple to make. Just find a tree anywhere, take off the first 2 blocks, and then dig down with a ladder and make a secret room all for yourself. And then all you gotta do when you're done is that you just put the wood back there, and you're done. Pretty simple. And at number 3 is the lava fishing base, which I love. So the first one so far that requires redstone. So I'm gonna have to take you through this. It's fairly simple. All you want to do is just dig out a relative area. And if you're playing in a factions world, you're gonna want to make you're really gonna want to make the lava pool look realistic. But for me, because it's just a tutorial, I'm not going to. So what you're going to want is a wooden pressure plate, and trust me, these things will be fine, they don't burn. And just line the entire area with them. And because basically what you're going to do in the end is use a fishing rod to press them down. The thing with stone is I don't believe... That's the problem about stone though, is that stone pressure plates don't accept fishing rods, but wooden ones do. So that's why you can't use stone pressure plates for this. You're gonna have to use wooden. So it's fairly simple. Just put pressure plates there. You're not gonna put pressure plates in the middle because that's not going to work. And then what we're gonna do is just 1 block out from everything. Just make, don't want that, but just make a little 1 block area, and this is going to be where where all the redstone is. So now what you're going to want to do is take out your redstone. You're going to need redstone, redstone repeaters, redstone torch, block of your choice. You're also going to need a sticky piston for this. So now what you're going to want to do is just going to place the redstone all along like that. And eventually you're going to need a repeater. So let's make this connect all the way around like that. But then what you're going to want to do is over here you're going to want to actually take the and you might need another repeater, and just to make sure that you don't really need like any repeater, you're not going to want a repeater on the stairs, but it's pretty simple. Now what you're going to want to do is power this redstone into this block with the redstone torch. So now what it's going to do is you're going to have a sticky piston there and the block of your choice right there. And it's going to be, by default, I need to turn this off because by default it's going to be on, like that. And then under this right here is where you're going to make your base. So it's fairly simple. And so now what you're going to want to do is take out your fishing rod and just hit one of these, and then your secret base will be revealed. Now, one thing I did forget to mention, however, I'm pretty newbie with this stuff because I'm just noticing this now, is that if you have a repeater, for some reason the repeaters tend to stay on, you're just gonna need one repeater, because if you have more than one repeater, like I did, then it's not gonna work. So that's basically it. And then once you're done with that, just take the grass, and you're gonna wanna can't really do it there, because then it's not gonna activate it. But just cover up as much as you can, and just make it look like nothing entirely fishy is going on, if you know what I mean. So right there, it's just like a little hill. And the other thing is too, it's kind of hard because you're gonna have to. And I'm doing a horrible job, but it's really simple. Just gotta cover everything up like that. And it's better to build this into a hill, so it kind of looks like a space in a hill. So now what you're going to want to do is just take the lava, and if you're in survival, you're going to need a lot of this. And basically what you're going to want to do is the lava, got to place the lava like that, and then it's going to go over. One thing I did forget to mention is you're going to want to put a grass block right here to prevent the lava from killing the redstone. So now just basically what you're going to do is just fill up the lava pit like so. And it really might take some practice to get it to look natural, because as you can see, this is flowing and that doesn't look entirely natural. But so now what you're going to want to do is just fish in the lava. That opens up your secret entrance. Once you're in there, you just switch from your fishing rod and you're there. However, what happens if you want to get out of this? So let's say you want to make a contraption that lets you get out. It's pretty simple. I'm going to take out all the lava because we don't want any lava messing up our stuff. The lava would ever go away. Okay, so this is pretty simple. All you're going to do, you stop. I don't want you to turn on. Is right where your secret base is, so that's right there. Is just put a pressure plate right where you want your exit to be, so like right there. And then you're going to want redstone, and you may need a repeater depending on how far it's going to be, but you're going to put redstone all the way connected to this. So now it's going to open it like that. So and then all you want to do is just like the other thing, just going to cover it up just like that. And you're probably going to want to fill up this area to make it look like it's not fishy. And then really, I mean, if you're seeing this in like a hilly area, you're really not going to be suspicious. And then all you want to do is, I never put the lava down until all the redstone work is done. So yeah, it's really all you got to do, just like that. And then just clear your inventory of all this junk. You don't need that. You don't need any of this. And then take your fishing rod, go lava fishing, and what do you know? It's a secret base. Go on your secret base, and then go fishing again and go out. So that's a simple lava fishing tutorial. Hope you liked it. That's honestly one of my favorites. So yeah, pretty pros and cons of the tree base. The pros is that nobody's really going to notice it if it's in like a forest or something. So it's pretty easy to hide, and no one would really suspect of it. And it's just very simple. You just break down 2 blocks. It's very simple entry and exit. The cons, however, if you're in a large forest, like I said, it's easy to hide from other people, but it can hide from yourself. So you might get lost. And the other thing is, somebody could just be like coming around, needs wood, chops it down. Ooh, a secret base. And the other thing is too, is that every time you got to replace the wood, and I mean, that's kind of, I might be lazy if I'm saying this, but that's kind of a pain in the butt. So, and it's going to wear out your tools too, unless you want to spend like 10 seconds getting in and out of your base. So if somebody's like chasing you, it's kind of hard to get into your base quickly. So those are the pros and cons of the tree base. Now on to the pros and cons of the lava fishing tutorial. It's surprisingly easy to make for redstone. It's not going to take that long and that much materials. All you need is basic redstone and 1 sticky piston. That's really it. 2, most people aren't going to be fishing in lava, so that's not really cool. You know, people aren't just going to be like, "Ooh, lava, let's fish in it." So that's pretty cool. So some cons though. One thing is people could need dirt or whatever block you're using and mine it and then reveal the redstone. So that's not good. Other thing is too is somebody could accidentally fall into lava and before they're killed land on the pressure plates, and then when they would respawn they would know, oh, there's something up with this, and they probably discover your base. So those are the pros and cons of the lava fishing base. Next up for number 2 is the one of my videos that I actually did was about this it's this weird redstone like stair glitch where you can actually activate a lever with no visible levers or buttons at all, and it's honestly pretty good. So you're gonna want to click on the video link on the note right there, because honestly I'm not gonna tutorial it again if I already have, so just watch it there. But some of the pros and cons of it, the pros is very well hidden. You're not gonna be able to find it. And those are probably all the pros, except that you can hit a lever without anyone knowing. Cons, however, is that it has to be stair blocked, so you can't really do it in like a natural environment. And somebody could be just acting fishy, or if they're like raiding your base, then they might find it. But other than that, it's a very, very secure thing to do, and so you can just go watch that. It's very epic. To number 1, which is very complicated redstone work. You're gonna have to follow me closely here. But basically, this is a hidden fireplace, little hidden fireplace contraption. So as you can see, it looks like a normal fireplace with a bunch of stuff, but when you press this button, the floor goes away into the secret room. And then what you do is just press this button again, really loud, and then it lights itself back up again. So that's that's what it's going to be when we're done building this. So now I'm going to show you actually how to build it. So pay close attention because it's very hard. Now all you're going to want to do is take this netherrack that you're going to need for the fireplace and just place it right here on the leftmost block of this pit right here, just like that. Pretty simple. What you're going to want to do is just place a sticky piston right under this netherrack, facing upwards, just like that. What you're going to want to do is place a repeater right here going into the sticky piston. You're going to want to put redstone behind this, and you're going to want to put 2 repeaters right here, both on full ticks, just like that. Pretty simple to start off with, but don't worry, we're getting much, much harder. We're going to be using a block of your choice to create the fireplace, but just use whatever you'd use to actually design the fireplace. So what we're going to want to do is you have these 2 repeaters going right into here. You're going to want to put a block right there, followed by a piece of redstone dust right here, with a repeater on full ticks right there, going into this block. And then what you're going to want to do is place a redstone torch on this block right here, just like that. Next is a very simple step. All you're going to do is put a block right on top of the redstone torch like that, and then place a redstone torch on the side of this block, going right here by the netherrack, and it should turn off when you do that. Just very simple. All you're going to want to do is put a sticky piston above this repeater right there, and it should be facing the front like so. And now all you're going to want to do is place a block of redstone on the end, just as seen here. Place a block above the sticky piston that we just placed with a piece of redstone dust right there. Starting to get, hi Mr. Bat, it's starting to get pretty tricky, so hang on tight. All you're going to do is build up 2 blocks, just like that, above the redstone dust, and place a redstone torch. And now this should activate all the pistons, as you can see right there. Okay, so now on this block right here that we just placed with the redstone torch, you're going to want to get out a button, as shown here, and place it right there. And that's going to be the button that activates the entire thing. So now if you press this, you're going to see that the redstone, what am I talking about? The netherrack goes down there for a short period of time and then comes back up. So that's the basic contraption. So now we're getting into much harder parts. Beware. Now what you're going to want to do is add in your dispensers, which are going to dispense the, that's weird, I've never seen redstone like glow orange before, but that's going to dispense the flint and steel. So all you want to do is place it directly above this redstone torch right here, with another dispenser above it, and then 2 dispensers over here. Now, this dispenser, and this dispenser aren't doing anything. This is the one that's disposing the flint and steel. However, we're just putting them here for decoration, so it looks like, oh, it's a cool like dispenser fireplace, and nobody's gonna know that this dispenser actually does something. Because we're getting very tricky, guys. So now what you're gonna want to do is go to the left of these dispensers. What am I saying? The right of these dispensers, right here, this block, and then you're going to go diagonal to this block right here. And what you're going to do is place 4 sticky pistons facing inward like this, and then you're going to place 2 more sticky pistons in like that, and then whatever block of your choice you're using, you're going to put it right between there as seen. We're going to do a bit of redstone torching. This block right here, the torch, you're going to put a block above that with another redstone torch on. So now what we're going to do is place a block adjacent to it just like that, and you're going to want to have a redstone repeater facing outward just like that. Once you have this placed, all you're going to do is place a T shape kind of like this. You're going to do, I'll do this again for you guys, but you're going to want to do another brick or whatever block you're using over those, and then extending one out. So now what you're going to do is place redstone here, a repeater on full delay, with a redstone here, and a redstone here. So now as you can see, if you put a block of redstone right there, it turns this on, and here's the wall, right? But that's not going to be the case because we want it to turn, we want the wall to go out like when we're pressing the button. So what we're going to want to do is place a redstone block right here, and then you're just going to have to build up some blocks just to get the sticky piston up here, but you're going to want to place a sticky piston facing right there, and then you can put the block of redstone right there. And so now what you're going to do after that is, it's going to be kind of tricky to do this. I really hate how it has to point directly into it, but just kind of make the blocks go around in a circle like this, and then you place the redstone all around there, going into there like so. Mess this up just a little bit. You're actually going to want to put the redstone right here instead of where the sticky piston currently is, and then the sticky piston, of course, is going to move up. So basically, now what you're going to do, you're going to have to alter the design a bit. You're going to make the redstone go from here, of course, around here, and then flowing into this block, which is going to power this. So now, when you hit the button right here, that's going to go down, that's going to go out for a short period of time. You can go down there into a secret room, and then that closes back up. So now what you're going to do is actually put the fire into it. So what you're going to want to do is take some flint and steel, and you're going to want to light the fire. Actually, make it cool. Put that flint and steel in this bottom dispenser right here. Click this. It's going to go out, come back in, and instantly light itself. Now, as you can see, it uses up durability on the flint and steel, so you're going to have to replace it. That's one of the cons to it. But so let's go down here and just make a secret room real quick. It's gonna be pretty simple. So you can put some stairs down here, whatever kind you like. I'm just using another brick, but you can just move some stairs and then make like a secret room. Because who doesn't like secret rooms, right? So just make this go out a bit, yeah. And you would make this much more like deeper than it is if you were in an actual survival world where you could go deep. But so now what you're going to do is basically focusing on covering it up. So what I'm going to do is just, oopsie daisies, just basically just cover everything up there. And then make this come over like that. And then, so it doesn't look like odd that there's just like a button right there. You're going to want to put like something on the other side. You're gonna want to put like buttons galore, if you know what I mean. This looks geez, ooh, what did I do there? This looks nothing. This looks nothing like my other one. My other one was actually cool, but this is just gonna suck. So you can just place some buttons around like that, and then maybe make it come up a bit. I don't know, just whatever you would think is a cool fireplace. Just do it like that. So that's kind of cool. And then what I did was place wither skeleton skulls around it, which I think is pretty neat, like that. So that's like a basic fireplace that you could do. And so basically that's going to be what they're saying from the inside. But the outside is, this is all going to be wall here, so you're not going to be able to see that. And then you can just cover it up like with more of your blocks, or if you have like a house in a hill, that's perfect for it. So that's pretty neat. So basically now, get on there to your secret room. Now, what if you want to get back up though? That's the problem. It's pretty simple actually how to get up. So we're going to put a button right there, right? And then you're going to want to put redstone up there so it's powered, oops, it's powered by that button. And so now all you really want to do is ring it around here, and you're going to want to connect it to this button right here that sets everything off. So it's pretty simple how to do this, just like that. And you're going to want to place a repeater just because you're going to run out of redstone. And then just keep doing that, and then make a block up to there like that. So now it's going to go to there. But what you're going to want to do actually is, instead of one repeater, you're going to want to put 3, just like that. You're going to, what am I doing? You're going to want to set every repeater to full delay, and that's going to give you time to move from the button up to here, because it opens pretty quick. So what you want to do, just go there, wait for the repeaters to activate, go back out, and it turns back on. So that's the fireplace entrance for you guys. It's very awesome, but it's pretty tricky to do. But honestly, I like this a lot, so it's pretty awesome. And even if you wanted like more decoration, you can like put a creeper head like right there. That looks pretty epic. The only thing is though, is if you place anything here, of course it's gonna get destroyed when you open it. But it's still pretty neat, and I thought this is probably my favorite. It's very epic. I hope you guys like it. So, yeah, pretty cool. The pros and cons of this fireplace. It's, no one's really going to be pressing these buttons. You're just going to be like, oh, cool, it's for decoration. So no one's really going to know about it. Most people don't know how to do this. So people aren't going to be, like, trying to do it. So those are really the pros, and it's very well hidden. The cons. Of course, somebody could be accidentally touching buttons, and that happens, just like that. The other thing is, of course, like I said earlier, you're going to have to replace flint and steel. And so what I would do, if it's in creative mode or survival mode even, is you're going to want to get as much flint and steel as you can to fill up this dispenser so that you don't need to replace it often. One thing is, someone accidentally takes out your fire, it kind of sucks because you're going to have to like go into the dispenser and take it out, and they're going to be like, well, why are flint and steel in there? Or, of course, you're going to have to do this, and they're going to be like, oh, there's a secret base right there. So those are just some of the pros and cons of it, but other than that, those are the top 5 secret bases. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys around. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.